All right, welcome everybody. We are moving on to, I think this is number 6. We are retrieving multiple values in a single column. All right, so another single injection in the product category filter. The results are returned, so we'll use a union attack. There's a table users with column username and password, and our goal is to log in as the administrator user. So we're going to do a lot of the same things we did last time. The difference is that obviously it's going to come in a single column. Right on. So this is our script from the last one. Let's build out our new one. It's called retrieve multiple values in single column. Retrieve multiple values in a single column. .py. We're going to grab our template. And we're going to use a lot of stuff. We're going to close this one. We don't need that one open. But this is the one from, the number 5. We're going to use these determine number of columns, determine text columns again. Since we're going to do that, let's move them into another file so that we just import that file. Any updates we need to make will happen for every script that uses these functions. So let's let's move them into utils. We've already got this bad boy chilling here. So let's take this and this and into utils. We need to add in requests and utils. So we will get this. We will get this. Oh no, we don't need that. Duh, we don't need to import from itself. We do want this, just so we don't get those URL lib3 warnings. Oh, that means we do need to import URL 3. Okay, and let's change all of these. I'm just going to do it with, since I'm in Vim, I'm going to do %s/utils dot, and I'm going to change that with nothing. I'm going to do it globally. Boom. Done. Sweet. All right. In here, we need to start this off like we did here. Exactly the same. With determine number of columns. And we want determine text columns. Oops. Let's text columns equals determine number of columns, determine text columns. These are now in utils. And we've got our, so print num columns, text columns. All right, so let's print them, see what we're working with, and then we can figure out how we're going to do the other ones. While this is coming up, please like, subscribe, let me know how I'm doing in the comments. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so here we go. Python retrieve. We want multiple and the URL. Boom. Number of columns is 2. There's only one text column. And remember, we need to get username and password back. So how are we going to do that? Well, it's not too hard, actually. What we're going to do, let's go to Chrome and pull up Portswigger SQLi cheat sheet. And we'll do this, go to this first one. We've got string concatenation, not exactly what we want. Substring, no. Well, we do want string concat, sorry. We don't know what type of database it is yet. Maybe we should figure that out, and then we'll know how we can concatenate these. But there's also a thought it was in here. DNS lookup, conditional time to base, stacked conditional database contents. No. Database version. No. Comments, substring, string concatenation. I'm gonna look up in my notes because I know there's a way. We'll need to figure out the database type. So my notes aren't specific to Portswigger. They're specific to the database, so that as I'm going through and attacking different databases, I'll know how to do certain stuff, like group concat. It looks like that's what I was thinking of for MySQL. So let's go over to here to SQL database. Let's start with MySQL because that's what I always seem to start with. And I also have it running docker exec. Boom. All right. So if we did something like select, we know that the actor table has a first name and last name. Actor limit 10. First name and last name. So if we did select group concat, and then we want table name separator, comma, from actor where we don't want a where group by null. Let's limit this so we don't get all 200. Limit 10. I don't know if that's gonna work, but let's try it. Group by null. So let's take off this unknown table name. Oh, so we want, oh, you know what? First, no, this is group concat. That's not what we want. Group concat will return many results into a single string, and we're not looking for that. We're okay returning many results. We just want those many results, each row. Sorry, I should say it like that. We're okay returning multiple rows. We just need all the contents in one column so that we can print it out. So if instead we do with MySQL, let me go back to the Portswigger cheat sheet. MySQL, we can concat with this. Let's do that. So concat, select concat first name. I don't think this is going to work. Last name from actor. Limit 10. Hey, that did work. Sweet. So all we need is like something to separate them. Sweet. You see how we get all the first names and last names in a single column? And in our exploit, that's going to be username, password. And since we only have a single column we can put those in, we're just going to throw them in that. All right. Let's now that we've figured out that, let's go ahead and write our exploit. Single column. So let's look at how we did the exploit here. We just did this, and then that, and then we searched for the pattern. Let's try it here. Our category is going to be union select. We don't know the database. So let's do this. Instead of doing this first, let's try to get the database version so we know how to do the concat. So we are going to do category equals single quote space union select. Let's try I don't know which one we want to try first. Let's flip a coin. Because what we're going to do is get one of these. Let's try this one first, because that'll cover 2. No, let's try this one first. So if it works, we definitely know it's Postgres. Select version. And then we need, don't we need a bop? All right. And then we need this. And let's print resp.text. Just so we can view is assigned but never used. All right. When we do, right here. How many columns? We have 2 columns and then text. So we need, instead of doing this, we need our nulls here. And we need to create nulls equals null times text columns. No, times num columns. So we're creating an array with the number of, with null this many times. And then we're going to change out nulls text columns 0. So we're going to take the first entry, the first text column entry, and we're going to replace null with what we want there, equals, remember we got to have single quotes. No, we don't. We're going to do the version. That's what we decided. Select null version. That should work. Well, it might not, but if it doesn't, it may be a different database type. So let's see what we get with that. Let's make sure we're still live. It's been a little bit. All right. Number of columns is 2. Text columns is 1. Internal server error. What did we do? Let's check our proxy. union select null. I don't think we got. Oh, you know what we. See how it says 7b, 7d? Ha. Num columns. Didn't num columns 2? Null should be 2. Version. And then we need to. We need to do. Crap. I forgot how we did it before, but we need to basically do column dot join nulls. Let's just call it exploit equals this and change word exploit. Alright, let's try that. What and that would not be another issue. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, look at that. Looky, looky. Postgres. Sweet. So we guessed right. Alright. So now we don't need, now that we know it's Postgres, we don't need this anymore. We do want, sorry, just kidding. We want this. We don't need, we need to change this. And we don't need this. Alright, so we know it's Postgres. Let's go look at our cheat sheet. Where was it? There it is. Concat Postgres. So we just have 2 bars. So we're gonna do union select null comma user name not in quotes password and then from users. Alright, does that make sense? So we wanted nulls equals this, nulls equals that. We want to join it, and then we're going to put the columns here that we're selecting, the database that we're selecting from here, username, password. Oh, let's add in a separator. Like that. All right, let's see how that looks. Hey, look at that. Administrator, Wiener, Carlos. Sweet. So, let's build out our regular expression to grab this text, and then we'll solve this bad boy. We don't need that. We do need import RE. Whoops. Import RE. And then we'll do pattern equals re.compile. We don't need the multi-line crap this time. So that's cool. And we just need administrator colon and then dot asterisk. And then we need to tell it where to end. Make sure we just capture until then. We can even, just to make it even. All right. We can do, compiled it, so we need to save the results equals pattern dot search. We need resp dot text. Password equals M1. Let's print out the password just to make sure we got it. let's log.info getting, hey, look at that, we got it, getting password right there. Boom. Okay, let's log this, log.info administrator password. Let's log in, shop.login as administrator and password. And then let's check if we're solved. Oh, I do have a session this time. We did add that in. All right. Here we go. Let's make sure everything's good here. We don't have it solved. And then our fancy dancy script is going to determine the number of columns, found 2. Is going to test which ones are text. Checking solved, lab is solved. And boom, there we go. All right, another one bites the dust. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks again. Goodbye.